Good morning, lovely people. This is Julie from the New Lighter Life, and I'm going to very quickly share with you how I organize my seeds. Every year, I miss the start date on my seed packets. Just doing my seed starts under my grow lights as we're getting ready for spring. I always miss those start dates. And it has been frustrating and something that just kind of is annoying because I have so many beautiful heirloom varieties that I can't even plant because locally we just don't have those in our greenhouses in the Black Hills area. And so we have a lot of great greenhouses here. They just don't carry the varieties. And plus, I bought the seeds. I want to use my seeds. And it is such a better value to do it that way by starting your own. So today, I've thought about this for years. This has been an ongoing problem, and I just finally thought of a way to organize this and keep my seeds organized so I can just know when I need to start them at a quick glance. And I'm going to share that with you today. I have the printables and the templates for the packets along with the labels that I will show you here in a minute. So if you go to the description of this video, you'll see a link to my blog post that discusses this. And you will also, you can also just go to my blog, thenewlighterlife.com, and search for seedbox, and you should be able to bring it up. So I'm gonna just get right into it and show you how I organized it, and hopefully this helps you stay organized as well and get more of your own seeds planted in your garden. All right, guys, I'm out here on my back deck. You can see it's a little wet. We had a storm come through again last night, and so it's a little wet, but it's so beautiful out. I just couldn't bear to be inside. The birds are chirping. It's a nice, cool, early fall morning, and so I wanted to just come out here and show you this. Plenty of time to be inside is what I say, but this is the box. You can find any kind of box that works, but really you want it to be about 3.5 inches wide. I got this specific box at Hobby Lobby, and right back here towards the back, it said Harvest on it, or no, Grateful. It said Grateful. So there's two sizes at Hobby Lobby right now. This is part of their Harvest or Fall collection. This is the smaller of the two sizes. And you'll notice I did sand off the Grateful, or yeah, I think it was Grateful. I'm gonna keep forgetting, but I sanded it off because I wanted it to just strictly be seeds. And then I put some awesome stickers on here, which are from Roots and Refuge Farm. They have such cute ones, and some of them, you know, heirloom, but this sticker is my favorite. Store-bought tomatoes taste like disappointment. So I had to turn it on its side because my box is just a little bit too little. And this, you know, company, or this Roots and Refuge, they're big stickers. I love this one. Happy birthday, little guy. And you cannot have perfection and abundant life in the same place. They have a lot of really neat gardening stickers, seed stickers, whatever. And I would not have considered myself a sticker person until I saw some of these, and my kids bought them for me for my birthday. So I thought, well, this is perfect. I'm gonna put them on my seed box. So those are on there. That's the first thing you need. Now the second thing, if you plan on saving any kind of seed from your garden, or you have maybe some seed packets that are ratty, you're gonna wanna get some of these blank seed packets. I have a link for those as well, but these are the same standard seed packet size, and they're resealing. So I liked that. And what I did was I ran those through my printer. I came up with a template. I made a template. Now I made a mistake, so you're gonna see it on here, but I forgot July, which is my birthday month. I don't know how I did it, but I forgot it. So on the ones that I forgot it on, I just added it in pen, not the end of the world. But I have a few different designs that I did, and those are also available for you to just print and use. So here's one, just says Garden Seeds. I have this one. Let me see if I can find another. Oh, here's another one, Garden Seeds. And there's another one that's just written in so here's the other one. So those are the three kinds that I have. And I made those up and they went through my printer. Now you'll notice that maybe you'll see they're not really that straight. There's a reason why, and that is because my printer, I had to adjust it to be, my printer didn't print this exact size, so it went in a little bit crooked, but it still works, so I'm very happy with it. Now what I did was, that's what I started with, was new seed packets. And then for the ones that I already had seed from, commercial seed, I printed a clear label, and it has some of the same information on there, because obviously I didn't want to fill the whole label up. So let me show you. This is what the clear label, I cut these down because the labels actually print this way when they're all together, and you can do two of each one of these is one label. So I cut it in half, and then I put them on my commercial seed packets. To make my dividers, I cut them, this is just regular cardstock, and I cut it like this, and I added the tabs on the top. You could also, I was thinking about it after the fact, you could also just get a 3-ring binder dividers that go by the month, and just cut them in half, each one, or not half, but cut them to size. You want them about 3.5 inches, whatever size your seed boxes, you want them to be that size. But I used the We Are Memory Keepers tab maker, so just because that's what I had on hand. But that would be an easy workaround, just to cut those dividers so you could have by each month. But I made mine out of cardstock, and I wrote the names of each month on each one of the tabs, and that is the basic setup. Now let me just explain very quickly how to fill them out. So here I have some rhubarb. I actually got this last year from a local gardener, and that's a lot of the rhubarb that I have growing, which I love. So I'm so happy that I was able to get that seed from him, because rhubarb in the store is really expensive to buy the crowns from the nursery. So I was able to get that from him, which is big money saver. And so I know that I need to start it inside, because I have an X for indoors in January. And then by March, April, I can transplant it outside. Now, one thing you would want to remember is that, if you can't transplant, you wouldn't even have anything on doing indoors, but maybe there would be some different way to say you start seed outside, or you start move your transplants outside. So I haven't quite worked out that kind of coding for mine, but as you can see, I have it marked in January, so I have this filed behind the January tab. Once I plant them, my seeds, I'm going to move it over to March, because then I'll be able to, when I come to March, I'll look and see what do I need to do, and I'll see, oh, I need to move my transplants outside. That is the basic premise of the whole organization system. So here we are. I have some of my peppers that I'm going to grow this next year, so I know I need to start them indoor February, March, whatever. And you fill it out the same way, but I wanted a clear label. You can see I need to trim some of this up, but I wanted a clear label that I could just put over top of my packets that are commercial, so I wouldn't lose any of the information that they have as well. Now, the only other thing I'd like to talk about is how you get the information of when to plant. So number one, for spring planting, this Clyde's Garden Planner is really good. You just need to know your average frost date, or your average last spring frost date, and then you would move the slider to the right time. You can see it has some different kinds of seeds, but it doesn't have everything. If you flip it over, it goes to the fall. So you need to know your average last fall frost date, and then you just know when you need to direct sow, plant indoors, your last good date, when you can expect a harvest. It has a lot of information, but there is this website I found called, I believe it's called Gardenate. And Gardenate, it has so much information. I mean, it has it on flowers, it has it on anything. And what you do is you go to the website and you put in your zone, and then you can click on each one of the different types of vegetables. They do have some herbs. They have actually quite a few herbs and some flowers, but that website's awesome. I love it. I have not actually found it this year, or until this year is when I discovered it. And other than that, I just Googled. So Googling was some of the other ways I found it. I hope that you guys are able to stay more organized. I hope that if there's some other way you have that you can think of to mark those packets up, then by all means, but that's kind of where I've started. And I'm almost ready to receive a big order, well, big order from MI Gardener, because they had a huge 50% off sale, and so I'm really excited. I already have all my labels that go on the outside of the commercial seed packets. I have a ton of those printed. So I am ready. I'm going to stay organized this year. I'm going to not miss my planting dates as much as I can control that. And I hope that that is beneficial to you guys. So thank you for joining me. Thank you for listening to the birds with me. And I hope you have a great day.